So a friend of mine went to a party last night, holiday party, and they had it right there at the door. They have the phone bucket where they require you to put your cell phone in the bucket, and then you can come on in and enjoy the party.
Love
Good.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
How do you know
love
someone's not going to steal your phone?
Well, okay. I don't know about that, but as I mentioned that story, Danielle and Bethany said love it.
Yeah.
Scary broke out into a sweat.
No way.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Dude.
Oh,
And
there
Froggy
we go.
doesn't like it. Why, Froggy? How come you can't go to a party and just give up your phone for an hour or two?
Because why do I have to give up my phone? A phone is a part of me. It's why do I have to give it up? Like, what if I need something on my device?
What do you need at the party that you? What is so important at the party that you need?
What if somebody texts me? What if I want to check a score?
Why? Okay, you're at a
why don't
party.
you
You
go to
just
the bucket?
socialize with humans.
Can
So
you
I got to
to the
go through
bucket?
the I got to
Go
go
to
through
the
the bucket
bucket.
and go through everybody's phone, and then, like Bethany just said, what if somebody else says, "Oh, hey, look at that"?
I feel like you're treating me like a child.
You
I
are
really
a child. Because
You
if
act
we,
like
if
a
we,
child when you have your phone,
Yeah.
and it takes your attention off of
Yeah.
us all the time.
all you're going to be doing is sitting and looking at your phone, and now it's just a room full
No.
of people sitting and looking at their phones.
No, but Scary's right. We're not 12. You don't have to take it away from me. Just say, hey, listen, just enjoy the party. You don't have to take it away.
But we know you, and you will be attached to it. The
What if
whole
there's
time.
a boomerang to be made?
There's
Oh,
not.
give me a break.
Oh my God!
See, Scary thinks that if you don't Instagram it, it never happens.
it didn't
so,
happen,
you know.
right? Why live a life unless you can post it?
I just had an epiphany.
Epiphany from Bethany.
Oh my gosh. I just
Bethany,
realized.
Bethany.
Okay,
What?
so Scary has severe FOMO. So
Yes.
wherever he isn't, he wants to be because he's concerned it's going to be so much more fun.
Yeah.
I think Scary has to constantly post where he is. So it ensures that it looks like he is at the best possible party so that he doesn't have FOMO.
Huh.
He has to prove that his party is the best party.
Makes
Well,
sense.
That really is. That's scary, though. Yeah, you're right. Scary. I love how we're talking about him as if he's not in the room.
I just like to share. I like to share where
Well,
I
no,
am
but
at all
I
times
think-
because I want to share the experience. I'm like, maybe someday you can come here too. You should be where I am.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
why.
it
That's
gives
what
people
it is.
ideas for their future. That's all.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
That's
No,
right,
I
little
swear-
Danielle. You know what? You and your humdrum life.
No.
Let me show you how. Maybe one day you'll have my life.
Yeah, he wants
You
others to
can
have
strive
FOMO.
to be like me.
Yeah.
You could work hard tomorrow and maybe be like me.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
no, look, it is fun to share your moments with people. We all do it. I get that. But back to the bucket at the party. You say you don't want to be treated like a 12-year-old, but if you think about it, you're acting like a 12-year-old when I can't have your attention for more than 5 seconds because you have to check a score. You have to check. Look at the look on your face, Froggy. You look so upset about this conversation.
Because I don't like it when you take something away from me. Like, I would much rather you say, hey, listen, let's try this. Keep your phone in your pocket for the party. Excuse me. And enjoy yourself.
But would you?
It would be difficult, but I would try.
Okay,
Go
see,
talk
that's
to-
the
See,
point.
I
Go
think
talk
if
to
you
Brent,
have
by
it
the way.
in your pocket, you're jonesing to get it out. And I think if you put it in the bucket, after a few minutes, you're going to forget about it.
Well, and also you have that vibration in your
Yeah.
pocket, and
He likes that.
Okay, I'm having a conversation
Right.
with Bethany. Oh, and we're looking each other in the eyes. Hey, Bethany, great lasagna.
Yeah,
you know, hey,
I
nice
love the lasagna.
ukulele.
Thank you. I like your shirt.
But while we're talking, I feel this in my pocket, and it's not from my butt. It's from my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I look down at my watch and
And
see,
so-
I got a text.
And so in my conversation, I'll really be thinking about, I wonder who that is. I wonder what they want. I wonder if it's something better than the conversation I'm having about a ukulele with Bethany.
I do that.
And so I'll go, God, I'm going to get a drink. Do you want something? You stay here. But I'm really leaving you to go check my phone.
And I'm relieved because I also want to check my phone.
Exactly.
But I know that if my phone is in a bucket, then I'm forced to come up with other things to do, which is good to be stretched.
Let's go talk to Brent. Brent is calling us up at 1-800-242-0100. What's up, Brent?
Hey, good morning. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, Brent. What's on your mind? Would you go to a party, by the way, and feel comfortable throwing your phone in a bucket as you walk in?
No. In fact, my dad kind of trained me just not to get the phone out in general. When phones were really, popular and everything a few years ago, my brother and I'd be in our family room, or my dad likes to call it the think room, no TV, no connection to the outside world, and we'd get a vibrate on the phone. He'd look at us and say, "Where's surgery? Are you a doctor? Do you need to be on call?" And so
Right.
I'm a high school band director, and on my first day of my first class, one of my kids pulls the phone out, and I look at him and I'm saying, "Are you on call?" And he looked at me like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Yeah, put it away. You
That's
don't need
funny.
that."
Wow.
There you go.
you respect your friend, respect your family, respect your teacher. So.
I think we should go back to beepers. Hello, beepers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brent. Well, thank you for calling. That's a good one. What are you, a surgeon? Are you on call? Do you have an emergency appendectomy you got to get to? All right, thank you, Brent. Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening to us. But you talked to Cindy on line 3. She can never put her phone in a bucket. And tell everyone why, Cindy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Cindy, tell everyone why you can't put your phone in a bucket and enjoy the party.
I can't do it. It's like my security blanket. I have to have it.
Ah, there you go. It's your security. A phone is your security blanket. That's
Okay.
kind of a weird thing.
Devil's advocate, Cindy, don't you think if you were forced to try even 20 minutes without it, don't you think that's good in a certain level to try to kind of build that skill out?
But I do that every night when I go to sleep. So why should I have to put it down when I'm awake?
Because you're
Right.
awake.
Because you're awake and alert.
No, not gonna happen.
Okay, so let's talk about the term security blanket, and you're applying it to a phone. So, look, and by the way, I'm not doubting anything you're saying or making fun of you because I feel the same way sometimes. When I know if I'm in a weird situation, if I'm uncomfortable in a crowd, I will naturally put my hand in my pocket and pull my phone out. When you're on an elevator with total strangers, what do? I actually make it a point not to look at my phone because I know it's expected of me to look at my phone. You
Right.
know, it's my security blanket. I get it.
I try not to throw up on an elevator, but I think there's just too much going on in the world today to not have access to the outside world. I just feel that way.
Why no? But you're talking about constant access. Can't you access the world once an hour rather than once every 3 minutes?
Right.
Well, I do every 5 minutes. Is that
All
okay?
right, well, that's better. Oh, you're getting good. That's good. All right. Well, Cindy, by the way, you're not alone. You're not alone, Cindy.
4 minutes of my time.
Oh,
You get
thank
4
you.
minutes of eye contact with me.
Yeah. Well. Listen, I'm glad that we had 4 minutes of your day. I feel privileged, and thanks for listening, Cindy. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, you're on. By the way, you're on the phone, so that doesn't really count.
I know. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Yeah, scary. What?
Forcing me to put my phone in a bucket means the host of this party is an insecure control freak.
Oh, please.
You're a control freak.
Please.
You are. You're
Maybe
telling
they
me
just want you to have a good time and not be on your phone the whole damn time.
it's almost like
But you're still controlling me and
you're
telling me what
playing me
I
like a
need to
piano.
do.
You're saying you stand over there, you sit there, the three of you talk.
I will say this.
He's right.
It's an orchestrated symphony.
The nice thing is, if you have a huge list for your party, it's gonna automatically cut your list down. So
Yeah, because
That's
because
nice.
the douchebags that won't get off their phone won't come.
yeah.
Well, also, sometimes it's like a headline for the party. Like it gives you something to talk about at the party. Like, okay, how are we doing? Let's check each other's pulse. Are we still alive without our phones?
Yeah.
But I just threw a big party for Lisa at our house. We had about 100 people there. There
Yep.
was no problem with phones. I didn't take anybody's phone, and I didn't feel like everybody was on their phone and not paying attention to each other and enjoying the party.
So, do we all agree that if you're going to have a phone in the bucket party, it's more of a theme party than a typical party?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it maybe has to be a headline of
Right.
the party.
And then finally, Lenora. She sent us a text at 55100. We called her back, and we love doing that, by the way. Thank you for texting. You actually picked up your phone and sent us a text. So we don't hate phones. It actually benefits our show. What's up, Lenora?
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, so I was
What-
just
what do you
saying
think?
who takes the pictures without the phone? If everybody puts their phone in a bucket, who's taking the pictures?
That's a good point. I mean, okay, I'm with you because I do want to remember the party. What if you, like every half hour, someone is in charge of pictures? So that person gets to use their phone and they get to take the pictures, and then the next 30 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, whatever works, but someone's got to take the pictures, and if they're all in a bucket, it
You're
never
right.
happens.
You're right. We need pictures. We need proof that we went to the bucket party.
Yeah, there is something called a camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I know, but you can't text people on your camera.
That okay? True.
All right. Well, thank you, Lenora. Very good point. Someone's got to take the pictures. Have a nice day. I love how
Everyone's trying so hard.
we've turned this little thing into such a mammoth, monumental. But wait, who's going to take the pictures? Ah! It's so funny. I don't know. I think we really have lost our mind.
My favorite thing about going on a cruise is, I mean, you can buy the internet package, but unless I'm not with my husband, I don't buy it. I put that phone down for a week, and I'm like, bye-bye, and I don't even look at it. It's
I can't do that.
fantastic.
I can't do that.